Hi everybody. So today we're going to be talking about what makes veganism hard. So I get this question a lot, and first off, sorry about the lighting. I'm using the window. Maybe I should try it back here. Okay, that's better maybe. But anyway, so I get this question all the time because I talk about veganism so much and like how much it has helped me with my eating disorder and etc., and like how I just feel better on a vegan diet. And I'm going to talk to you about the hardest things about being vegan, because a lot of people make it sound really hard and it's really not that hard. So let's get into it here. So number one, like, if you don't like to cook for yourself, I mean, you can still be vegan, but it's a lot. It makes things a lot easier if you can cook for yourself, obviously, because there's the world has not become vegan yet, like, or maybe vegan friendly. I mean, there are definitely parts of this country that are super vegan friendly, like probably like California and maybe New York City. But I live in the South, so there's a lot of barbecues. There's a lot of restaurants that do have vegan options, and like I can ask for a vegan menu. But when you go out to eat, it kind of feels like you're sacrificing something, because like you're taking so much like off of your veggie burger. Like, you can't have the mayo, you can't have the cheese, you can't have this. But when you get yourself like a cookbook, then like this wide array of things you have never thought of before, like, come in and they just smack you in the face. So I'm gonna do like a promo right now. Not that I'm being sponsored, obviously. Like, I just started my YouTube channel. I got like 10 views. So this book, Chloe's Vegan Italian Kitchen, is like super awesome. Like, this was the first book I got. My boyfriend actually bought it for me. There's like desserts in here. There's lots of pasta sauce recipes. There's pancakes. There's like risotto bowls, like rice bowls, eggplant parmesan. And yes, you can have cheese as a vegan. You can have plant cheese, and mind you, it takes a little getting used to. Like, Daiya cheese tastes kind of buttery compared to regular like cow cheese, but it just, everything is going to take you some getting used to. And I love these vegans who get on social media and they're just like, oh, like, just throw everything in your house away that's not vegan and like take in all the good. And personally, I did not just go vegan overnight, and I went vegan mostly for ethical reasons, because I don't want to hurt the cows and chickens and whatever. A lot of people don't care about that. They're just like, oh, I just want to eat what's good. And so I went vegan for ethical reasons. And it took me a long time, especially because I was anorexic. Before I went vegan, I wouldn't eat. I would calorie restrict. Like, if I get depressed, I don't eat. So that's kind of like, that's always been a big issue for me, and veganism has done nothing but help me with that, because I don't have to worry about what I'm eating anymore. Like, I have to read the ingredients and see like what's in it to make sure there's no animal products, but I don't have to worry about calorie restriction. I don't have to worry about like what time of the day to eat. Like, I can eat whenever I want. I can eat whatever vegan options I have in the house, which really like isn't that hard to get. Like, all you have to do is get your fake butter, like some rice, some beans, like simple staples. There's a lot of breads, like pre-packaged breads that are vegan. And same thing with pastas, vegan. Like, all you have to do is take your time in the store and read the ingredients. Like, it's really not that hard. So there's that. I'd say the absolute hardest thing for me being vegan is partially like my parents. They're like, oh, you're vegan now and like we can't feed you, but they've always said that. Like they've always made excuses as to why they can't feed me. So that's like a whole nother story. But the biggest problem with me being vegan is how people view veganism. Like if you're vegan, they're automatically like, oh, you're just a hippie, like, you know, or I could never do that. Like they don't ask questions, they just attack you. It's not like, or they say like, you know, you're gonna hate me, but I love bacon and you know that kind of thing. Like they don't even take the time to sit down and ask you questions about like, oh, you know, why did you decide to go vegan? Like, what are the benefits of being vegan? Should I do it? Is it hard? Like nobody asks that. They don't even because they don't want to think about what they're eating. So that's probably the hardest thing about being vegan is knowing like all of these things that happen to these animals at these factory farms or like these free range places, and like what the truth is when people just want to turn a blind eye to that and be like, oh well, you're crazy vegan, like of course you're not gonna like it when I eat meat in front of you. And it's like, well, here's why. Like if you actually took the time to realize what you were consuming instead of like pointing fingers at me and going, oh, you're weird, like you're crazy, you're vegan, like maybe the world would be a better place if you just sat down and did some research. But there's not a lot of people who want to do that, and instead they just want to attack you for doing a good thing. So don't get discouraged. It's hard to transition between like a regular diet to vegan because you don't realize like how much more you should be eating when you're vegan. Like it takes a while for your body to adjust. It took me like 3 months going on and off veganism. First I went vegetarian, which was easy because I really only ate chicken before I went vegan. And you know what really helped me was getting that I have a Ninja. So it's like I can make fruit smoothies really easily, or like plant smoothies. And you know, all you had to do is throw some frozen fruit in a blender and like some plant milk, and you know, jazz it up however you want, and try different things and like look up recipes on the internet for smoothies. And just throw it in a blender, eat it, take it with you wherever, because it was hard to adjust to becoming vegan that way because you have to eat like all the time. So not that should discourage you, because eating all the time is pretty great. Because I love food, and I love Italian food, and I love fruit now. Like I never really liked fruit and vegetables until I actually made the push to get them into my life. And you know, I just started out with like corn and like beans, and like now I'm trying like all these different things that I didn't even know existed. So it's pretty great. I recommend it to everyone. And no, I'm like not missing my period, my hair is not falling out, like I'm not underweight. I'm actually 100 something, 150, 156 pounds. So I may not look like that, but I work out a lot. So yeah, I mean, subscribe if you want more videos like this on your newsfeed or whatever. And you guys have a great day.